everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cindy, and here we share our little piece of happiness in everyday home and life, and I create digital planners to help you plan yours. In today's video, I want to go ahead and test out some of my digital stickers that I just created for the shop. This is a functional digital sticker kit, and it has 993 stickers. I am 7 stickers away from having 1,000 stickers, so if you have any suggestions after seeing the video on some additional stickers you think would be really nice to have in this kit, go ahead and comment in the description box below. I am so happy with the way that it turned out, and I'm looking forward to creating more variations of this kit in different color schemes and different patterns. I want to go ahead and try this out in my digital planners that I have in the shop, just because currently I have 3 different versions of my planner and they have different weekly layouts. That is a struggle when I created this digital sticker set, is trying to get the elements to fit within the pages on my planner. And you'll see what I mean when we go into the planners themselves. In the future, I am considering on doing this as a Samsung Note sticker sheets, but at the moment, because this kit has 900, almost 1,000 stickers in it, and I just want to be able to get this kit out, I don't have time right now to put all of these in the Samsung Note sticker sheets. But you'll see as I test these stickers out. I personally like to use OneDrive because it kind of is like a middle place where I can still see all of my stickers all at once, and it still gives me the ability to drag and drop into my digital planning app. Now this is the first page here. I'm just pinching it in just so you can see everything because it seems to be cutting off at the top there. But here are all of the very colorful colors here. This kit will be called Lucky Spring, and I'm going to add codes to all of my digital sticker kits moving forward, and this is going to be a functional pack, and the name for this sticker kit is going to be FP, and it's going to have the year that it was made, so in 2023, so it'll be FP 23-1. Again, this one would be Lucky Spring. It's hard to see here, so I'll show you in the next screen. Because of the way OneDrive is displaying the stickers, it's showing it on a black background. So you'll be able to see all of the dark mode stickers very well. As you can see here, all the dark mode stickers have the white coloring and the white outline. It is in much better quality, but because it's showing it from the OneDrive right now, it's not coming through. But they are in very good quality. So here are some words here. So this will be black text and black outline. And then this will also have the dark mode for the white words and the white outline around the colored words right there. And then I will have a third version of this where it'll look like an actual sticker with the black text, and then it will have like a white bordered edge with a shadow in the back, so it pops out from the screen. So there's going to be 3 variations of the script stickers here. I have some frames. In the middle of the frames are completely transparent. I was thinking that you can put this on top of images from your phone or a favorite picture, or if you're creating a vision board, these would look really cute. These would also be nice if you find a motivating quote on Pinterest of some kind and crop it in and then put this on top. Yeah, put the frame on top of the quote would be really nice as well. So I went with a traditional square and then the newer vertical, and then I also did a horizontal one as well. It's not common to see horizontal Polaroids, but I do know that there's some pictures that are horizontal, so I wanted to create some. I have some note paper in 3 different paper styles. So the craft paper, white, and dark. And then I'll zoom in so you can see their patterns. And then I have some planner elements like push pins and paper clips. And these have some embossing for a 3D effect. This is paper tears. And again, these are paper tears on 3 different papers. So this is going to be your craft paper, the white paper, and your dark paper. I'll just get closer here. There's the craft. Here are the corner tears. All the different papers there. And you can see that craft paper coming through. And here's the white paper, how that comes through. And here's that dark paper you'll see there. So these are just some like decorative elements that you can use for your planner, and you can even use this for digital scrapbooking as well. Some washi tape. I have this in solid and transparent. So not only do you have the solid colors, but you also have the pattern washi tape. And then the second half here, these are more transparent. These are going to be at 50% transparency, so that when you place them on top of a piece of paper inside your digital planner, it looks like you're putting a piece of tape in there. And then I also provide you with some long strips of washi that you can crop down. Right there. These are some of the patterns here. And this is called Lucky Spring. So some clovers, looks like some pink flowers, rainbows, looks like some maybe tulips, more rainbows, stripes, clovers, cute polka dots, rainbows. Right. This piece here is what I'm really excited about. So I provide some label elements. I'll just zoom in there. And these also have an embossing 3D effect on them. So I have them in round, hexagonal, scallop, an ornate shape, more ornate shapes. And I have them again in light mode and a dark mode, in case you like writing on darker paper. There's a teardrop style, a vertical, horizontal, a rounded square, a regular square. These are nice because you can just drag them from the corners, so you don't have to worry about distorting them. Here's the other pattern. Third pattern. This one's my favorite. The fourth pattern is pink rainbows. I love how this scallop looks. I think it's very, very cute. Okay. So I'm going to skip these ones for now because I want to show you some of the other shapes. Here it is. Okay. So I also provide some other shape stickers in here. Similar to the pattern ones, these ones are just solid color. And I did not emboss all of them. I only embossed certain ones. And then the solid colors, the plain solids, are just flat. That way, if you want to have these shapes anywhere else in your planner, you can have them without having to worry about the 3D effect to them. And then you can notice that, so this is the flat one, and there's two, but this is transparent. So this is going to be at 50% transparency, which means if you put this over text, you're going to see the text come through. And this is solid. So I have the solid colors in all of the different shapes, the teardrop style, square, and the rounded square. And then I have the embossed labels here, or the label stickers, I guess. I'm not really sure what to call these. I just call this sheet shapes. And then I have this in 4 of the colors that come with the kit. Okay. Let's go back to, yeah, okay. So these are other labels that are in the kit that have words on them. So the stickers on the left, the larger blocks, are really good for if you want to put your date dots in here, or if you want to write directly in the box. I'll show you what you mean, and I'll show you what I mean here. You can just write the date there in the box. Versus these ones are just labels if you don't want to have any type of label in the box. These ones are good for more of a vertical spread. And then if you're someone who has a horizontal spread, I have a longer one, and I call this a wide label. And these ones are called the slim. So slim and then wide. And then I have additional labels with washi and shadow on them for days of the week, and then some popular labels like today, tomorrow, next week, priorities, self-care, notes, things like that. And then there are icon labels in the pack. See, it's not letting me get very close to the edge here. But I have a blank one for you to put any icon you want in the future, or you can write anything there, and then your description, and then these are icons for other things that you would want to put in your planner, whether it be an hourly or vertical or landscape spread. And I just use the ombre color scheme for that. And then all your different trackers here for water, health, your love tank, how are you feeling, what's the weather like, a rating scale, your energy level, and then little labels here for calling, video call, read, lunch, dinner, breakfast, appointments, things to pay. There's a blank one as well right here. What you're listening to, what you're watching, snack, meeting. There's read, yeah, reads right there. And then I have that in the 4 colors as well. So the green, yellow, red, and pink. These are vertical box stickers. So I have them in a full box and a half box and a quarter box. And I have that in the 4 different colors as well, in light mode and dark mode. So here are some more functional stickers. I gave you hour block stickers in the 4 different colors. This is great for if you're an hourly blocker. Your flags and your arrows, message boxes, your crossouts, and your icons. Icons have a 3D effect to them. Very cute embossment, so they look like they're popping. And then you have your check boxes, and circles, stars, squares, hearts. And I'm really excited about the scallop check boxes because I gave them a 3D effect as well. And the quality is not doing justice right now in the OneDrive, but I promise you on your planner, they will look great. And here is the scallop look, and you notice that 3D embossing effect. Very, very, very cute. I played with the stickers last night when I was planning next week, and I just love how they look, and I'll show you my next week's spread as well so you can get an idea of what it looks like on the paper. Here is an example of a spread that I made for next week. And let me show you what I mean by those embossed stickers and how they just pop off of the page. I just love, love, love how they look. They look so good. And then there's my life balance sticker. I put that in my focus area. How I use my labels, my icon label, here's a dark mode shape with the pattern in the back. This was a full washi strip, and then I used the crop tool to take that edge off. I cropped it in so it was more square. These were the transparent boxes that I was talking about. So if I move that transparent box out, oh, and I actually locked it, so let me unlock it. So notice how it's transparent, you can still see things behind it. Although in Samsung Notes, you can draw shapes, but you can only draw the outline of shapes. It turns it into like the perfect shape, or so-called the perfect shape. But you can't actually add like shape blocks. So if I wanted like a solid color of something, I don't have that ability in Samsung Notes. And it made me realize that maybe there are some other apps that also don't have that same ability, like Penly. The icons that I'm using is this little check mark and the X mark for my habit tracker. Those labels I mentioned earlier, they do have this like shadowed effect on it. As you can see, there's some shadowing along the edges. And then this is what I meant earlier about the sticker. How I have 3 variations of this sticker where it's just the black text and the color text, and then it has the white text with the white like background around the color text. And then the 3rd variation is where you have this full white border. So it looks like a sticker that just pops off the page. This is my horizontal weekly layout. So for testing out some other stickers, I think I'm going to test out the vertical spreads. So testing out my stickers today, I'm going to use Penly instead because I already have these PDFs loaded in Penly, so it's just going to be easier for me. And then I will be dragging and dropping directly from my OneDrive. And let's start out with testing some of those weekday labels. Let's see, where are you? Okay. Notice how all of my stickers, I see the full length or the full view of them. I can also make it smaller, and then I can also hold the top and just pop this on here. Oops, looks like I need to open that back up again. Okay. To resize this. And I can just scroll it vertically like this. And let's see, I think I want to go ahead and do, I'm going to try 2 different verticals. So Penly also just lets you with Penly, you can only add 1 sticker at a time. That is the difference between Samsung Notes and Penly. And I think Samsung Notes is the only app that I've seen that allows you to import more than 1 at a time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and minimize my stickers by clicking on this little quick options bar at the top and then minimizing it. And it kind of went there at the bottom. I'm actually going to put this at the top just so it's out of the way, but it's already opened. Let's go ahead and resize all of these. Zooming in, and I'm just gonna, they're all stacked on top of each other. I forgot to mention this earlier, I can't remember if I did, but I am using the Staedtler Norris Digital Classic size. I just picked it up over the weekend, or I just got it over the weekend, so I wanted to try it out for a few weeks. I also ordered the jumbo size as well, and I'm waiting for that to come in the mail to see which one I like better. Now that I've sized it the way that I'd like, just go ahead and place them where I want them. And I'm just going to do this pretty quick. I'll line them up later, but again, this is just so I could see how everything works together. If you are interested in the Penly app and would like to learn more, I did create a Penly tutorial that everyone has thought was very helpful. I do go into a lot of detail with that video, but I feel like it gives you all of the in and outs with Penly. Keep in mind though, when I made the video, this was before it had some of its major updates. So the interface is still the same. I think the only difference now in my Penly app video versus what it has is the color picking tool, and I think they've fixed the crop handles now. So those were two things that really stood out to me. Okay, so that's in place. I'm going to go ahead and grab some date dots. Let's do some hour blocks. There we go. I forgot to mention this earlier, for the hour blocks, I do have a 12-hour format and a 24-hour format. I'm going to have to resize this so that the number is in the middle of the box. Okay, I think that is good. I'm just going to go ahead and move them out. I think I'm going to keep them coordinated with the day of the week. I do tend to stay up till midnight, so I'm going to go ahead and take that, copy, paste, because I'm going to need more in my strip here. So I have to take 11 out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more hours is what I need. And then using the crop tool, get the image, and then click on the image, crop tool, taking it down to the 11 o'clock, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 o'clock is the earliest I can go, which I'm not awake at 6, so I'm actually going to move that down. And I'm lining it up here because I'm trying to get a reference for where I can cut off. And let me show you what I mean closer. So I had already sized this to where the number was in the center of the hour block, and then this was the copy I made, and I'm just lining it to the edge so I know how far to crop off. And I know I need 6 hours if I want to fill up all these boxes, but because I don't need it to go until 6, I'm going to crop it all the way down, I think until 8. So crop, and then using the crop handle, I'm just going to take it all the way down to 8 o'clock. I think I'm actually going to overlap them just a tiny bit so you can't tell the difference. And then using the lasso tool, I'm going to lasso both of them, and I want to group them. So grouping them is going to be this group selected, group, and you now know they're a group because the square box has expanded to include both of them. Versus when I ungroup, you notice that there's an overlap here between the two images. And now group, it is gone because now it has become one image. And the reason why I did this is because it's going to make it a little bit easier to resize it a tiny bit more if I want to. And earlier how I mentioned it's a little bit tricky for sizing because I have 3 different layouts of this planner. So you see that this is the landscape view here where you get the full page. Now if I go into let's say something like a spiral vertical, this center coil will eat up some of the space. And so you don't get as much room here, so that that hour block, if just pretend this is an hourly, is going to look different. Maybe, let's see, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to a spiral layout, And then just using one of their templates, yep. Notice how the boxes are a little bit more narrow just because the coils take up some of that space. And this is the challenge when creating stickers that will fit across all these different layouts, is because it's kind of, unless I make 3 different versions, which I think for me would be a bit overwhelming. So with this sticker, it actually seems like I might have to do some adjusting, because notice how it's not in the center. So I think I finally figured out the sizing of it in terms of where it needed to be for it to fit the center, so that the number is in the middle here. Again, because this is the slimmest, there's going to have to be like a little bit of distortion here with the skinny one. This is the only one where it's like kind of an issue. And again, it's, if I create 3 different stickers, I don't know, it's just a bit overwhelming. But it doesn't look bad at all. So you can see there, I had to play with it a little bit, but it doesn't look bad at all once you figure out where it fits. And it even helps if you count the time slots. So if you count the time slots that you need and then count the numbers that you have, you kind of know how far to stretch your hour blocks, because all of the numbers should line up in the middle of each line. I'm going to go back to the full landscape hour block. And this is the opposite issue, where because it has a much wider view, and I'm going to copy that, and again, you have to stretch it just a tiny bit. Very little. But again, it does not look bad at all. So I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to put in the time to do the same thing for these 4 colors. Just because this is kind of just a test run just to see how everything fits. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove these. Let's go ahead and copy this all the way. Copy 2 at a time, and then make it a little bit faster here. And then I need 3 more, so I'm just going to do 3. Copy. This is a nice thing about digital planning, is you can just copy and paste everything. Okay? It's a little bit off. There we go. Let's go ahead and add in some other elements here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this, and I'm going to combine these 2 stickers because I don't like the way that this looks. So yeah, take that and crop it, and I'm just going to cut off just what I need. Another thing that's cool about the Samsung Notes is when you spin it around, it'll tell you your degree rotation. And I think that's really helpful because you don't have to second guess about like, oh, is this straight? Is this a 90-degree angle? Like with here, I'm not totally sure if I'm totally 90 degrees, and I'm just butting it up against this edge and hoping that I will be 90 degrees. But I'm going to go ahead and crop this handle, taking off that edge because I just want the length. Now I'm going to combine these two. There we go, that looks beautiful. Alrighty. So then I can take, and I'm gonna, hopefully you won't select the hour blocks, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. So zooming in, it has selected the arrow, the full bar length that I did earlier, and then this arrow. I'm gonna go ahead and group it so it stays together as one object. Okay. And then I'm also going to send this to the back. There we go. So I do like to see my hours. We're going to grab some word labels on here. I don't know if I want to do the transparent black background or the white outline, so I think I'm going to pull both. I want the breakfast sticker, and then I'm going to grab the outline sticker as well, because I don't know which one I want to use. They're little babies. Okay. I'm going to group those together. Not group them, but I will select them together, or here, let me move it apart so you can see. And then I want to resize them. Let's see, which one do we like? I think I might like the white outline, actually. I like how it looks like a sticker, so I'm just going to use that one. So some people, I don't do a lot of hour blocking, but I heard sometimes it's easier to just do an arrow across and then just have the label there. So maybe I'll just do it right in the middle. So we know that breakfast is always going to be at 8 o'clock every day. From here, I just went ahead and made a copy of the arrow and then adjusted some things out. And then I wanted to add some more labels to the planner just because I had some empty spots and I really wanted to see how many of these labels that I can actually use. I actually found it pretty helpful to already have these labels made, and it saves me a lot of time in typing all of the things out. There were some things I couldn't find, so I ended up having to make some stickers later. So what you see me doing here is I noticed that I had an appointment earlier in the day. So in Penly, I was able to go back into my crop features under the image settings. And because it's non-destructive when it crops, I was able to uncrop the 8 hour up to the 7 o'clock time. So that was really nice to be able to have that undestructive cropping tool within Penly. From here, I went ahead and just adjusted all of my labels into all of the places that I wanted them in. I was trying to figure out a way to label like a chunk of time within the hour block, and so I tried these arrow stickers out for all of the work block times, and then just copying and pasting that work block time across the week. And just filling out some more of the hours, and then just using the copy and paste feature, which is really nice, especially in digital planning. You don't have to write things over and over again, so it saves a lot of time there. So using this feature in Penly, I was wanting to cover up this part of the planner with the white box. So that's what you saw me doing. And then from here I went ahead and just copy and pasted the work block times that I had from my lunchtime period, and then after dinner I have more work times. And then I went ahead and just used the text tool within Penly to type in all of my more detailed time blocks or appointments. The playtime is something that I decided to create a sticker later after I made this kit, because I feel like I need that playtime sticker. So I went ahead and just made it, and being playtime, I thought maybe adults can use it too, so it's not just for kids. From here I went ahead and wanted to add the check boxes to my work block times. I have a few different options for my check boxes and all the 4 different colors. So I tested out using the square check boxes first, and I cropped them down to fit. I wanted to use some of the icons from my kit because I really like how they have that embossed look. And since I didn't have any playtime stickers, I just put the teddy bear in there. And for my tracker, I took out the check marks and the X marks to identify like whenever I actually check a habit or a skill. I wasn't totally in love with the little message box in the corner, and I really wanted to use that little craft paper with some other like decorative embellishments like my washi paper and the little clip image. So I went ahead and put those in there, and I stretched out that washi to the whole width of it. And then I went ahead and just cropped things down to the places that I want, and I added white boxes to hide certain elements on the page that I didn't want to see. Earlier when we were in Samsung Notes, I showed you guys that Samsung Notes didn't have the ability to add shapes, while in Penly you can add solid filled shapes, and you can even adjust the transparency, which I showed doing here. I wanted to compare that with using my transparent stickers that I included in the pack. I did do a different color, and I ended up choosing a rounded corner for my sticker just to kind of show you the difference between the two. But keep in mind, I also have a square transparency sticker as well. Again, for those apps that just don't have the option to make shapes. So I thought it was just nice to have the flexibility there. And I went ahead and compared the pages because I noticed that I had made this in January. Initially creating the spread, I just wanted to test it out with all the different stickers, but I really liked how it was all coming together, and I actually wanted to use this for my spread. So I just decided to update a few more things. I wasn't loving the red on the green. It was kind of too Christmassy in that corner, and there wasn't red anywhere else, and I think I just wanted to match the colors. So I put the green check boxes or the check hearts instead, and then I went ahead and just replaced all of the work time blocks with this new set. I just continued this process all the way through since I have 2 work blocks within my day, and just selected all of the work time blocks within Penly, because there's like this setting in Penly where you can click and select multiple things, and so that's kind of what I did. I turned it on, I selected all of them, copy and pasted it into my evening work block, and then I added a few more labels. Coming up, I want to show you how I combined these 2 stickers together to say Ladies Day. I cropped ladies, and then I cropped a sticker that had day in it, and I adjusted it. And then from here, I grouped them together to make one full sticker that said Ladies Day instead. So I thought that was a cool way to make a new sticker out of 2 elements that I already had. I felt like some of my other areas were still a little too boring, so I wanted to try out my embossed shape, and I picked out that green one. I kept trying to mess around with that torn paper, but I decided to get rid of it. And for my word of the week, I like to put quotes in there or just sayings and phrases, and this is just a reminder for me because I tend to work on my spreads a little too long, I think, and it could be because I'm a little out of practice and I need more time with it, and reminding myself that perfect doesn't exist, right? We just have to be done. So this is the final look of the spread. I really loved how it turned out. I ended up adding the bedtime stickers and the playtime stickers that you guys see on this page. Like the playtime's at the top in the morning and then the bedtime's in the evening. I created those stickers after I made this video because I was like, I need those stickers. And then I thought I really jazzed it up with all these different things. It's very functional still to me, and that's just how I like to use my planners. What do you guys think about my spread? What do you guys think about the stickers? If you're interested in purchasing the stickers, I'll go ahead and leave a link to the kit in the description below. I do want to create more color variations and patterns for this kit using the same like templates, I guess, with the different boxes and the different shapes and stuff like that, just different colors and patterns. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and drop in the description below. What other color profiles would you guys like to see of the functional pack? This is actually a pack of over 1,000 stickers now. Like I said earlier, I went ahead and created more stickers after filming this. I think I have like 1,034 stickers now. Some of them were added in the script stickers because I just felt like I needed more scripts. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around and checking out this new kit and testing it out with me. I did share some tips in this video, so I hope you guys were able to catch some of the tips here. I tried to speed certain things up because I didn't want you guys to sit through certain areas, and then I tried to slow down for areas I thought you should pay attention to. This was a new style of, I guess, video editing for me in terms of adding my overhead view in the little corner and then also doing a screen recording. Personally, I like to share the screen recordings just because I think it gives you a better view of my page, but I think some people also like to see my hands and where my hands go. So I try to do a little bit of both in this video. Let me know in the comments below if you found it helpful to have both views, or if you prefer one view over the other. Like if you prefer a screen recording versus like an aerial view. I just find that sometimes with the aerial, like you don't get as much of the view there, and the quality of the picture isn't as clear with the camera overhead. But I don't know, everyone's different, so just let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for watching. If you like the video, please like it. Subscribe to the channel, help us grow in the YouTube algorithm and hit our first 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize the channel. That would be awesome. Again, thanks for watching and wishing you guys a little piece of happiness today and everyday life. Bye, guys.